Shall be filled. You're hungry now. You ain't got no food right now, but I'm going to feed you. You're going to have some. Blessed are ye that weep now, for you shall laugh. See how he phrased that? He specifically said, blessed are ye who don't have today, who are mourning today. But don't worry about it. Trouble only lasts for a night. Joy comes in the morning. Don't worry about what you're going through right now. Don't worry about your here and now. Be concerned about your now and later. He said, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company. You know how it is? Some people don't want you around. Think they're better than you are. And shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil. Lie on you. Make you evil. You serving God, they just lie on you all the time. For the Son of Man's sake. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy. When you're doing that, rejoice, leap for joy. For behold, your reward is great in heaven. Yes. You ain't going through no struggles on earth, you ain't got no heavenly reward. You ain't doing nothing.
That's right.
For in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. And I'm going to put later on. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. Look at that. He didn't say just to the prophets. He said they spoke well of the false prophets. For men would rather believe lies than truth. Bless them that curse you, and pray for them which desperately use you, despitefully use you. And unto him that smiteth thee on the one cheek, offer also the other. And him that taketh away thy cloak, forbid him not to take thy coat also. Give to every man that asketh of thee, and of him take up away thy goods, ask them not again. And as you would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. For if ye love them which love you, what thanks have ye? For sinners also love those that love them.
Right.
And if you do good in them which do good to you, or if you do good to them which do good to you, look at now. What thanks have ye? For sinners also do even the same. And if ye lend to them of whom ye hope to receive, what thanks have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again. But love ye your enemies, and do good, and lend, hoping for nothing again, and your reward shall be great, and ye shall be the children of the highest. For he is kind unto the unthankful, and to the evil. Be ye therefore merciful, as your Father also is merciful. Judge not, and you shall not be judged. Condemn not, and you shall not be condemned. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. Forgive, and ye shall be forgiven. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down and shaken together and running over. So men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that you meter withal, it shall be measured to you again. You can receive. Most people, when they talk about their scriptures, they always allude to money. I didn't see money nowhere in that passage. I seen works in that passage. I seen if you're willing to give of yourself to other people, then you can reap the rewards of being blessed. If I'm a person that will lend a hand to anybody, then I will never have a deficiency on help.
Right.
Because somebody will help me. If I'm a person that is willing to give a kind word in a bad situation, then I will never have to worry about somebody encouraging me when I'm down. If I'm a person that is not judgmental of everybody else's faults and failure, then when I'm in a strait, there will always be somebody that will come to me and give me a hand and lift me up, and they will treat me as if it were them.
Yes. Right.
But most of us, we tend to want to be the judge, the jury, and the prosecutor.
Yeah.
And we even take on the role as the jail keeper because we put people in prison that God has already released.
Mm-hmm.
Because we tend to think that we have all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
We tend to measure blessings according to how much monetary funding you have.
That's right.
Why do we do that? Because we've been taught that way. Even in church. Church has taught people that it's all about money. And it's not all about money.
That's right.
It's all about the motive.
That's right.
The love of money is the root of all evil.
Yes.
The love is the motive behind what you want money for, what you do with it. Money's not evil. It's what you do with it after you get it.
Right.
And that's why I was saying earlier, what happens, God said I will supply all of your needs according to my riches and glory. All right? God knows that we have to have a house. We have to have clothes. We have to have food, right?
Yes.
So God supplies that, and he don't just give it to you because he said a man that don't work is less than an infidel. Don't take care of your family. You don't work, you don't eat. So what he does is he gives you ability to get well. He gives you the ability to have witty ideas and inventions so that you can have your needs met. All right? But what we do is that when God starts applying our needs, we forgot to give him glory. We forgot to give him glory. We could glorify God. He says, according to my riches and glory. And we tend to think that that's the riches in heaven, the streets of paved with gold, the mansions, and it's not. He's talking about what you verbally say about me on earth, because if you speak of my blessings to you, then I give you more.
Yep.
But we don't do that. Because we have been developed into a welfare generation of people, we think everybody owes us something. I was talking with a guy a few days ago, and he used to work on the train, and he was used to be at the train station in Wilmington, and he said the guys used to come, the addicts that would come and they would sit around on church, they told them to sit on church steps, and what they do is they threaten the women that came in, ask for money, they threaten them, if y'all don't give us money, we're going to do such and such. And he said to him that we were doing them a favor when they paid us so we didn't go in and wreak havoc in the church. And I told him, you should have sent them to a doctor and tell them to come in here and threaten me, tell me what they're going to do to me if I don't give them money. I said, send them there and tell them to do that to me.
Wow.
He said that the guy told him, said, oh, we were doing them a favor because we didn't wreak havoc in the church, we didn't rob their houses. How are you doing me a favor not to rob my house when you ain't put nothing in my house?
Exactly.
How are you doing me a favor by threatening my wife when she comes to the church door? She don't give you such and such, you will do such and such. But he said, that's what that guy told him. The guys told him that, so they believed that they were doing the people a favor, that they beat out of money so that they could feed their habit. How are you doing me a favor? Trying to encourage me to help you kill you.
Wow.
Right.
You're not doing me a favor. But because we came to this society of people that put God on the back burner,
Yep.
and we put ourselves up front, I was sitting thinking a while ago, it's strange to me how a student will obey their teacher in school and won't obey God. If you want to be a lawyer, you will obey the law professor and do exactly what he says. If you want to be a doctor, you will obey the doctor, the medical teacher, and do exactly what they say, but you won't obey God who taught them all. Don't make no sense to me. Because none of them was able to learn anything except God empowered them. That thug learned what he learned by God strengthening him, and he read somebody's writing that God inspired, and he just twisted it. Okay? I hear some, so how you going to say that? Well, in the Garden of Adam and Eve, Satan used God's word and twisted up on Eve and convinced her to do what God told her not to do. He didn't go look out for no new word. He didn't try to bring nothing that was new. He took what God had said and spun it. And because she was not having her ear to God, she was looking like, well, you know, I'm his rib, and, you know, kind of got to just be here with Adam. And Adam's feeding me this, and this. And he said, God said, don't mess with that. But it might be some truth to God not wanting me to be as smart as him. Maybe God don't want me to be as smart as him. Maybe Adam don't want me to be as smart as him. Because he was created in God's image and his likeness, and I came from his rib. Maybe the devil has got a point. That if I do take and eat, I'll be as smart as him. I won't have to be his helpmate no more. I can be his boss. If you're going to be blessed, you got to learn how to walk in total obedience to what God says. See, we don't understand. A lot of people think that they got money, because they got stuff, that they got houses, they got cars, that they're blessed. You ain't necessarily blessed. You just got some stuff. Because you see, he reigns on the just as well as the unjust. You just got some dewdrops on you, all you got. You ain't really blessed. Because if you're really blessed, when you leave this life, heaven is waiting for you. Gabriel is going to blow that trumpet, and the angels are going to come and get you. Remember, thank you, Holy Ghost. Remember the rich man and Lazarus, Dive and Lazarus. Dive had a whole lot of stuff on earth. He was rich. He would need that Lazarus eat his crumbs from his table. And Lazarus pleaded with him, said, you let the dogs eat the crumbs.
Right. Yep.
He wouldn't let him have the crumbs. But oh boy, the party was over, and Dive lifted up his eyes in heaven. And he couldn't understand. He said, but I got all this stuff. I got wealth. I got servants. He said, Lord, would you allow the beggar, Lazarus, to come and just dip his finger in some water and cool my parching tongue? God said, I ain't know. He said, Lazarus tried to eat the crumbs. You wouldn't let him have the crumbs. If you'd have let him have the crumbs, you'd have been blessed. Just let him have your crumbs, I would have blessed you. You wouldn't let him have the crumbs. He said, I ain't going to do it. He said, well, if you won't let him come cool my parching tongue, would you have him to go back and talk to my brothers and tell my brothers don't come to this place because there's nothing but torment? He said, no, I ain't going to do that either. He said, because he'd been telling them, they were listening just like you. Could that be some of us that know church, been to church our whole lives, know what God is saying, but won't do it? And then when we get in a strait and gonna mess around and die, and want somebody to come and rescue us when there ain't no rescue? But he says here, Jesus says, if you want to be blessed, learn how to cry now. If you want to be blessed, go without now. And now is presently today. He didn't say throughout this life. He said now. He said, but I'm going to tell you something that I want you guys to do. If you really want to have unprecedented blessings, if you want to have blessings that are beyond measure, bless those that have despitefully used you. See, I like people that think that they're taking advantage of me, that they think I'm dumb and I'm stupid, and that they're really getting over me. I love those kind of people. I love them because all they're doing is causing me to be more blessed.
Yes.
Because I'm going to love them, and I'm still going to help them, and I'm going to do what the Lord says to do. And then they really got over really smack in a catch-22. But all they're doing is giving me another step into the kingdom. And all they're doing is putting another ruby in my crown,
Yes.
and all they're doing is causing me to have a great eye. I ain't gonna give them nothing, but that's what you